Hello everyone, Michael here again, coming at you with another video from YO Universe. Thank you so much for joining me here at my channel. If you haven't already, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Today I'm going to do a channeled message. This channeled message is going to be just today. I've been feeling a lot of energy and I've been asking Spirit what's up with this energy. And Spirit highlighted to me that today is February the 11th. And February 11th is, we're gonna go into it. I'm gonna really channel it, but the experience I have so far is, 11 being new opportunities, a new door, alignment, and then a number 2 meaning double that or double what's already given. So 2 and 11 to me is pretty much Spirit giving us a new understanding about things. So let's go ahead and get started. So we can go ahead and tap into the message, see what Spirit has to say. But yeah, today, February 11th seems really special. So I'm gonna divine into it with you guys. You guys can divine into it with me too. And put down in the comments, what you're getting, what you're picking up on this day, because this day is a very special day. And we're going to go ahead and just tap into the energy. I'm going to use tarot cards. I'm going to channel. So it's not a typical pick a card reading. It's just all just channeling and seeing what Spirit has to say to the collective. So Spirit, thank you for your presence. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your strength. February the 11th is a day to cleanse. Today is a day of pretty much flushing out all of the old waste, all of the old stuff. Like I said, it's the day of alignment with 11, and then there being 2 11s, which gives you 4. So Spirit is renewing us on this day. A lot of people, you probably experiencing a lot of cycles closing, a lot of heartache, a lot of pain. If you lost something recently, all that energy that started off in the beginning of January that was very tough, leading all the way up into February, is coming to an end today. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you watch this, I'm believing that this 211 energy will flood your life and give you that new beginning that you're really hoping for. Because this is a hard stop. This is a new door. We just entered into a new portal globally. A new portal, a portal that led us into a world renowned. And what I keep hearing is like, we now have the creativity to be able to build the world that we want, because all the stuff we went through at the end of the year into the beginning of this year in 2023 was to close up the chapter so that we can walk into this 211 new door. Some people already saw this 211 coming, but I just now stumbled on it, you know what I mean? And I felt the energy and I'm just like, this is different. And the energy is a lot of just coming into like a springtime in a spirit. Okay, a lot of business deals will be, solidified and in your favor. Okay, this is the time when people start getting raises or people start getting promotions. This is a time of elevation. The 211, the 11, February 11, the 11 and February 11 look like the stairs of the angels coming up and down. This is a day where the help that you wanted and you needed is coming to you. Okay. This has been a very interesting year, 2022. And I think the 2 in front of the 11 is connected to 2022. And it's pretty much saying that the 2 is before the 11, which looks like a door. So we're walking past the 2 to walk through the door, the 11 that looks like a door, because we're leaving 2022 behind us. This day has marked the day of separating what was to what will be. Okay, so Spirit's telling me to pull some cards, folks. So I'm going to pull some cards on this energy as well. So some affirmations is, I am, I will. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that simple. It's I am and I will. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, this is definitely a closing. You know, it came out sideways. This is definitely a closing of a door. Okay? This is definitely a closing. Spirit is telling me to put it upright. This is definitely closing of a door. And the door that had to be closed was a door of imbalance. Because it seems like things were very unbalanced until now, because you have the moon card upright with the sun card in reverse. So the moon upright and the sun card being in reverse is showing that this was a very nighttime, a dark experience with the Five of Pentacles, with the darkness. And then the moon also showing, you know, this is a very dark night. And the sun being in reverse is just clarifying, giving confirmation that there was no sunlight. Right? And then we got the Five of Swords, where it just felt very, very, like, just like there was defeat. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So, like I said, everything that you've been going through up to today, that door is closing. That dark night is closing. You got too comfortable and feeling like this was your normal, like this was the rest of your life. Right? And Spirit said, no, I had to thank you for the Fool card. This is exactly what today represents. Today is the day that we come out. We walk through that. We walk past that. We're not in that energy anymore. There is a closing. The sun came back out. On a Fool card, the sun came back out. And the interesting thing is that you're going to look like you. The whole process of everything was to bring us back to ourselves. And 2 to 11 is the day of alignment. It's the day that you burst out and say, I am now me, and I'm okay with being me. Okay, I see a lot of freedom. People probably got a lot of different readings today, a lot of confirmations, things that they've been looking for, answers that they were trying to seek. Spirit is saying, yeah, all that is now coming to the forefront. Okay, Spirit is telling me to leave these cards out. Okay, we have the Four of Swords upright with the Wheel of Fortune, with the Lover's card in reverse and the Page of Wands. Spirit had to show you how to love yourself again. Okay, there had to be a renewal or understanding of who you are and your identity. And 211 today is marking the day that you started coming into that with the Page of Wands. Because the Knights of the decks, their energy is very much moving forward, is action. But Page of Wands is like, I got it now. I grasp it. I get it. I'm ready. I can do it. Okay, I see projects being released today. Okay, on this day, 211. This is very powerful energy. 2 representing things coming back together. With 11, what? Like, and then 2 ones. Like, I don't know what better way can Spirit show us. And I know here in where I live, 211 also represents like we call 211 when we need resources, if you know, for homelessness and food and stuff like that here. So 2 to 11 is definitely significant to Spirit giving you all the resources and answers that you need. 411 is what I keep hearing. And I hear like until we get to 411, which is the next mighty move of Spirit and renewing us. See, 2 to 11 is this Page of Wands energy, but I'm seeing 4/11, April the 11th. This is a timeless reading. So just mark it as 2 months from where you are now, after watching this reading. But in 4/11, on that day, we will receive, it's almost like we're going into the Knight of Wands energy, because now we're in the Page of Wands. But in 4/11, on April 11th, 2023, marks the beginning of you actually stepping out. So right now, you're just, you're starting it. You get it. Like, you got the idea. I'm in a new door. I'm in a new season. I'm in a new atmosphere. My ethereal, energetic climate has changed. Eesh. Jesus, have mercy. It has changed. Good God Almighty, it has changed. Okay? So now, Knight of Wands came up. So now, Spirit, can you give us some advice on the journey from 2/11 to 4/11? There's going to be new communications, new connections with the number 2. 2/11, that's giving me very much new alignments to connections, partnerships. Okay? Partnerships coming through. I see relationships being renewed. If you made it through that season and you still got your relationship, you are being renewed. That relationship is being renewed. But if not, then you are receiving a new person. A new person is coming through. You probably met that person today. Okay? I love when I see this 5 of Cups come out in reverse, because it's just showing how we're just coming out of that 5 of Pentacles energy, right? That dark energy, that dark season that we've been through. Okay? And Spirit is saying to somebody, you wasn't supposed to create during that time. So don't worry if you wasn't in your Knight of Wands energy. Let go of that too. Let go of the unproductivity that happened in this past season that we've all been through collectively, guys. And be ready to move into this 2/11 energy, because that night, that dark night of the soul energy is over. Okay? And I see the 10 of Pentacles. It's funny because I saw 10-10 today. And then the 10 of Pentacles come out. That's giving me so much like completion. Completion. This was a 10 of Pentacles. This was a process to bring us back into alignment. Okay? This was a process to bring us back into alignment financially, back to alignment with our dreams. And Spirit had to deal with how our minds and our hearts was not in alignment, because our minds was kind of shook up. Couldn't really operate in the fullness of our minds with the King of Swords in reverse. And then you having the 3 of Swords upright. This is the mind and the heart and the condition that it was in. It just seemed unbalanced. A lot of pain and anxiety in the heart. And then your mind just felt like it was upside down. But Spirit has brought that to a complete end now. Now it's time to move into our 11, the 4 of Wands. This looks like an 11. And then 2 11s, because 2/11. This is what this energy of today carry too. Okay? The 4 of Wands. So I always look up cards too. Sometimes, because you can't never, like, every time you look at a card, the meaning, you can always learn something new, just like scripture. See, it's community, home, celebrations, reunions, parties, gatherings, stability, belonging. It's stability again. And with the 3 of Swords and the King of Swords in reverse. And then you have, like, it's like as if your heart was like operating more than your mind was, but your heart cannot but take you but so far because of the pain that it was going through. Okay, and then the rain in the background was just a lot of wind and rain. Okay. And it was just to bring us back into this 10 of Pentacles and this 4 of Wands energy, back into alignment, the celebration of self. Okay, 2/11, partnerships. And this Knight of Wands just keeps staring me in my face. Spirit, what do you want to say about it? It was that unproductivity. It was that unproductivity that we, Spirit, had to deal with. But do not be ashamed if you did not produce as much as you would have liked to produce. Because you wasn't supposed to produce anything during this time. This was totally a time for us to just transform. There was a transformation that had to occur. It was a transformation that had to occur, and Spirit had to be the one to expedite that transformation in us, collective. Because we don't like to induce pain on ourselves. It's uncomfortable. So Spirit gotta kind of like force cut the umbilical cord. I see some people had to end relationships. Let's switch into those who had to end relationships. Three of Swords in reverse. Speak to those who had to end their relationships, Spirit. Okay, just the Three of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Spirit had to undo the poor connection that you had. Think of it this way. We all have like connections, right? And a relationship is like a connection. And think of the connection like how our internet is connected to our phones or to our TV. And when that connection is not right, it's called a poor connection, which means that there's a blockage. There's not enough information. The pairing is being disrupted with. So Spirit had to allow you to come to a decision of what you was going to do in this connection. And you chose to remove it, to sever it. And Spirit is saying, you now have the crown. That cutting away, that cutting off has really put your mind at ease. Okay? It really puts your mind at ease. The Queen of Swords energy right now is giving me like your mind at ease. Because the Queen of Swords energy is like feminine intellect. You have masculine intellect, and then you can probably say there's feminine intellect. And what I mean by that is that feminine intellect might be more of the because like the Queen of Cups would be like someone who is like a social worker, but the Queen of Swords give me very much like counselor, someone that gives you the truth, someone who speaks truth in your life. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a lot of people who are probably counselors, who aspire to be a counselor, who says, you know, I counsel my friends. This day is for you as well because you carried a lot of stuff. This day is for you as well because you carried a lot of stuff. We got the Nine of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles that came out with the High Priestess card on the back of the deck. You carried a lot of stuff and Spirit had to clean some of that stuff up for you. And now you are shining with the Nine of Pentacles. And you coming into your Ten of Pentacles energy. So thank God for 211. If you're watching this, make sure you go down in the comments and hashtag the number 211. That is the Easter egg. Go down to the comments and hashtag 211. That is the Easter egg. Don't say anything. Don't say, you know, that this is the Easter egg. Just hashtag 211. Yep, we got the Midas card with the Nine of Pentacles and the Midas card and the Ten of Pentacles. This is coming back into alignment financially, and not just financially, but more into like your goals and what you really want to do in life. Spirit had to bring things back into alignment because, believe it or not, we're on Spirit's clock. The whole world is, the collective is. You got your heart back. With the Thief card, you got your heart back. And the Saboteur is like whatever was that thing that was in your mind, that critic, that self-critic you have inside of you, that was telling you can't do certain things because of this and that, that's being lifted and removed as well on this day of 2/11. The Saboteur card highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it will bring into your life. The shadow attribute is induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So that desire to undermine yourself and those self-destructive behaviors, you are dealing with that. Those seasons are closed. You're done with that now. Okay? Child magical. Seeing the potential for sacred beauty in all things. The belief that everything is possible. You're getting all that back. Okay? You're getting all that back. And it's funny that the companion card will come out with the number 2 and 11. Loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. You're getting all that back. The unselfishness, you're going to feel connected to the world again. This is a day where we start feeling reconnected back to the world, to each other, to the collective, to human beings. A lot of us been feeling out of place, like we don't belong. We're like we're not connected. Spirit is bringing us back into that harmony with the world again. Okay, we've been knocked off harmony with the world, especially the collective, because the world has crumbled before us. And the world needed to experience that. I'm getting signs, another 11. The 2 pillars, the High Priestess. This is a time of synchronicities. You might see a lot of synchronicities today. Or you might see a lot of synchronicities tomorrow to remind you that what yesterday did. So on 2/12, look out for more synchronicities. Or the next, if this is a timeless reading, so if it's not in February 11th, or around that time, whatever is the next day after watching this video, watch out for synchronicities because Spirit is about to speak to you. Okay? With the Monk card. Oh, you're coming back to dedication. This is the day to bring you back into dedication again. All right? I feel like Michael the Archangel want to come through. I feel his energy. He wants to come through. He has a message for the collective. And Michael protects the collective. He gives messages to the collective. So if you have Michael as your archangel, or Michael as the angel who watches over you, or who works with you and your angel team, you could be called to speak to the collective. Or if you just start giving collective readings, don't be surprised if Michael the Archangel starts showing up. Because he can't wait to use a new soul and spirit to speak to the human divine. The collective is the human divine. Our human divine will. What is our will in a plan of divinity? Every spiritual being has that divine will inside of them. And the human divine, and that is the will of Source God. And the human divine will is the collective. It is the working of the divine in humanity to restore us back to our divinity. Don't play with me now. Jezebel, she is being loosed from you. Some of us had to deal with a Jezebel in the last couple of months. Spirit is removing that spirit right now. Michael is removing that spirit right now. Michael is excited about how Jezebel is being removed. Okay? Michael is very excited about how Jezebel is being removed. We got the Magician card here and the Magician card there. With the Queen of Cups, Jezebel is an energy that kind of clouds your emotions. It likes to hold your emotions hostage. So whatever entity or attack that was on you to hold your emotions hostage, what does that mean? That means do something that's going to keep your mind thinking about it. Like people are going to do stuff to you or did stuff to you that's going to keep your mind focused on that, so that you can't really focus on the other things. That's going to bring you into scatterbrain or listlessness because you're so focused on what happened. Okay? That Jezebel attack is being removed. That Jezebel attack is being removed. Okay? We got the burdens being lifted. Ten of Wands here. The burdens are being lifted. We get the Four of Pentacles. Everything that you lost is being restored back to you, collective. Dun, dun. And just when I start really feeling that beat. Any more you want to say to the collective, Michael? He wants me to really reiterate the Ten of Wands that came out both times in both decks just now. And I put them back inside, that the burden is being lifted. Because I got the Nine of Wands plus one more wand makes it the Ten of Wands. That burden is being lifted off you. 2/11 is the day of burdens being lifted. Off the collective. If you're watching this, you are. If you asking if I'm the collective, yes you are if you're watching this. You're drawn to the divine. The collective is drawn to the divine, the divine of humanity. We are all drawn to the divine of Source God. We've all drawn to that energy. But not everyone is drawn to human divinity. They're human divine. Not everyone's called to lift the consciousness. And this message is for us, the ones who've been fighting in war. I've been seeing a lot of like TikTok videos of people saying like, you know, I'm gonna have to let God know that I can't be his most precious, faithful servant or loyal servant this year. You know what I mean? Like I feel that energy because a lot of us feel that way, but everyone who is feeling that Ten of Wands energy with the Nine of Wands and Ace of Wands together, which equals 10, that Ten of Wands energy that keeps showing up here, Spirit is lifting that off of you. That heaviness of mind, that's being lifted as well. I love this beat. Thank you, Michael. Michael the Archangel. We appreciate your presence. We thank you for your love. We thank you for your dedication and loyalty to the collective, to protect humanity's divine nature. It's crazy. Because the Queen of Swords came out with the King of Wands. You're getting your tact back. You're getting your tact. Tact is like emotional intelligence, and then you bring these two together. This is giving me emotional intelligence. Okay? You're getting your tact back. It's like you had to, you know, put certain people in their place and do certain things that was out of your character during this time because of such the intensity of it. But Spirit is letting you know you're getting your tact back. And Spirit said, don't do that job again. If you was in a situation and you lost your job in this past couple months or this past year, Spirit saying, don't do that again. Don't do that again. What's interesting is that, you know, we have to go after, you know, what we really want, which is very difficult because we've been taught not to do that. We have blockages in our mind. Spirit, let's talk about the blockages that's being lifted in 211. There was blockages that's keeping us from fully. I taste sweet potatoes. Somebody could be eating sweet potatoes or candy yams right now. But I'm also getting like the sweetness of the sweet potato or the candy yams. It's like Spirit is saying this is a sweet day. Five of Cups in reverse. That sadness is lifted. Oh my gosh, I just felt sadness being lifted off somebody right now. Hey. Ten of Cups on the back of the deck. Got the Page of Wands showing up again. Spirit, give me one more card. Let's talk about these blockages. What's blocking me? What's blocking me from getting into that fullness? What I need to work on between 2 to 11 to 411. Spirit is saying you don't got to work on nothing because the work is already done. 7 of Swords in reverse. Don't deceive yourself in thinking that now that the season is over that you got to go back to doing the things you used to. Spirit is saying don't go back to that trap. Thank you, Michael, the Archangel. Yeah, Spirit is saying, and Michael, the Archangel, has left. He gave his message. I'm getting more like Uriel now wants to show up. Uriel wants to show up, and Uriel is not having it no other way. Uriel said, I want to be, I want to show, I want to, give a message out. So let's see what Uriel has to say to us about this very blessed time that we are experiencing right now. I love that these two cards are in reverse with the Ten of Pentacles, and what's blocking you and what has been blocking you, collective, was your sadness or grief over something and the betrayal. People who was betraying you. It's like people were stabbing you in your back over it. But Spirit is saying those betrayals had to happen. Uriel is saying those betrayals had to happen because you had to come into the realization of your identity, your happiness, and who you are. So don't even be angry about the betrayer because that message that came through the betrayal was for you. Ooh. I'm going to sit on that because some people had to digest that. So don't go looking for a battle no more. Don't go look for fighting. Don't. It had to happen. It had to happen. What else you want to say, Uriel? 2 cards. I appreciate the angels. I love them, man. They take good care of us. 8 of Wands. Let go of that unproductivity. Let me tell you something. And the 10 of Wands keeps showing up here. Let me tell you something what's going on. What's going on with this 8 of Wands. We have to let go of thinking that we lost time. It can feel like we're losing time when we're not doing the things we want to do because we're going through a collective cleansing. Spirit said, let go of that because now is the time. Now is the time. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And for those who are watching this video, I appreciate you. And I can say I love you. And I am festive about what 211 is bringing us today. Uh, 211, 211, 211, 211, 211. So if you are watching this video, and if I referenced any card to 2 to 11, put down in the comments, hashtag 211. 4 Swords. Who are you fighting with now? Is what Spirit is saying. Uriel is saying, who are you fighting with now? Who's there? There's no one there. Spirit said I had to deal with that. And I dealt with it. Everyone who raised their swords against you, I dealt with it. So now you have a clear path from now to 411. 211 is the engagement. 411 is the, matter of fact, I'm not even going to say that. The 211 is the wedding. The 411 is the honeymoon. Some people probably need to look up 211 frequency. Meditate on that 211 frequency right now. After you're done watching this. Don't forget to if you're watching this, hashtag down in the comments, hashtag 211. Listen, collective, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging out with me here at YO Universe. If you didn't already subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that bell for notifications. Alright? I appreciate you guys. I love you. Sending so much love and light. I appreciate every angel, every spirit, every being of love and light that came through today. We honor you. We offer this offering up to you, which is a thank you. Thank you for your words. You didn't have to come through and speak to us. Thank you, Source God. I feel something pulling on my right ear. Someone in the right ear is, I see cleansing, healing coming on your right ear right now. Someone could be going under through something having to do with the mind. I see the mind coming into healing right now. Oof. I see balance coming to the minds. Our minds are being balanced right now. 211 is the day of balance. It marks the new season, the new year. This is the real new year. If you ain't feel it happening on that portal of 1-1, you want to feel it again on this 211. 211. This is your second chance of your new year. The new year 1-1 coming around again. 211. So if you started that diet and you stopped, start it back up again. This is another new year. If you started in the gym and you stopped, start it back up again. This is another new year. If you was working on yourself and you stopped, start it back up again. Revive that resolution. Revive that resolution is what I hear. I see businesses restored. I see strategy coming back. Focus being given back. Relationships coming into alignment and harmony. Ooh, I see I'm getting some past loved ones that's coming through for some people here, for the collective. It's coming through strongly, so I'm going to spend some time on it. I thought I was going to end it, but I'm feeling some past loved ones coming through. Thank you, Spirit. I'm getting a Elizabeth, something like that, like an Isabel and Elizabeth coming through for someone. And you know what's crazy? That name Elizabeth is connected to Jesus' aunt, in a story of Mary and Jesus and Mary's cousin. I'm sorry, that was his cousin. Mary's cousin Elizabeth. She's the one who had John the Baptist. Okay, I see babies. Something that have to do with babies. If you lost a child from whatever circumstance or situation, I feel like Spirit is coming through and letting you know they're okay. The babies are coming through saying, I'm okay. Okay, I'm okay. So be reassured as you go into this new portal that your loved ones are okay. Your children are okay. Some people might be dealing with survivor's guilt. Spirit is lifting that off you. Hey. What? I just felt the energy just ramp up. Spirit is lifting that off you. No more depression. No more sadness. All the things in your subconscious mind is being cleansed right now. To the 11 is powerful. The spirits that's coming through right now of the loved ones, yeah. They only wanted me to pull one card. And I got the 4 of Swords in reverse. They're saying move on. This day is given to you now to move on. There's some people who are having a hard time digesting what has happened. There's people who even keep recalling the funeral. But Spirit is encouraging you right now. And Spirit is cleansing you from all the negative effects that occurred in your life because of this loss. Some people, Spirit is saying it's not your fault. It's not your fault, collective. Okay. 10 of Cups in reverse. There's some people who got ill because of a loss. But Spirit is lifting that off of your heart. Because there is situations where after someone loses a loved one and then they move on, and because they don't let that go, they wind up getting ill in their body and they pass away because they want to go, they manifest themselves being reconnected back with that loved one. Spirit is saying it's not time for you. So they're cleaning that up, the sickness that occurred from grief, because it's not time for you. It's not time for you. Okay. All right. It's a lot of energy coming through right now. Again, today is an open portal between the spirit world and the earth. So a lot of spirits want to speak right now. Like, it's so many that I feel like I'm getting a headache a little bit. So I'm just going to ask my angel team to help me with this. All right. 3 of Pentacles with the 2 of Swords. Number 2 coming out again. You are going to embark on a new journey, collective. And it's almost as if you're going to walk by faith this time, because you understood when I walk by sight, I wind up losing everything. But now that if I walk by faith, I can gain so much more, because then Spirit can fill my bosom. Spirit can fill my cabinet. Spirit can fill my refrigerator. You have to walk by faith, collective. That's what this whole lesson was about, was to bring us all back into faith. Also, I'm going to do a post-pandemic reading. If I haven't done so already, I mean, if if you're watching this and I haven't done it already, it's coming. But if it did come already, please go to the post-pandemic reading. I'm going to probably do about 4 piles, but Spirit just gave me that download. Okay. All right. High Priestess, follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Hope is being restored. I see hope being restored again. Dreams from the past being brought back up. Dreams and visions. I see Neptune energy. If anyone was Pisces, dreams are being restored. Or Pisces in high placements. Or check where your Neptunes are in your chart. That is being amplified during this time. I have my Neptune in Capricorn. And look what I'm doing. I'm doing boss moves in the spirit. Easy. Because 211 amplified my Neptune. Whatever your Neptune is in, that's being amplified for you. All the way up to 411. Okay, so use it. Use the spiritual upgrade. Okay. I mean, I don't know what better way to say, like, you got it with the High Priestess and the Knight of Pentacles. This is really, really good energy. This is someone who about their business, that knows how to manifest and create and make, what they want to make, but, in strides. Slow and steady wins the race. Right? But this is walking by faith and sight. So walk by faith and sight. Don't, the scripture don't talk about that. It just talks about, or people highlight the fact that, we walk by faith and not by sight. No, Spirit wants you to walk in both. Knight of Pentacles and High Priestess, faith and sight. When you've been walking by sight, Spirit is ready for you to walk by both. I see obsidian stone. Someone has to wear an obsidian stone around their neck. This could be confirmation. .322 on my clock right now. 3:22 p.m. Pacific time. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a Kali Oracle. And then after the Kali Oracle, if Spirit is finished, I will go ahead and close this reading. And look out for my post-pandemic readings. I'm going to go ahead and turn this down. And honor of Kali Ma, we appreciate you. We thank you, O Great Mother. Divine Feminine of power and strength. Oh, we taste your presence. Oh, it is sweet. It is powerful. Thank you for your presence. See, we don't even got to do much to call on Spirit. Okay? Spirit, what card you want me to do? The Blue Tara, which is on the back of the deck. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read on the Blue Tara. Find somewhere to perch it up at. Here, about, let's put it right there. The Blue Tara. This card haven't coming out for me yet, so I know this is for the collective because my cards are always the same cards. And this is number 17, the Blue Tara. So this is going to be a couple chapters, so stick with me. And after this, we are going to be finished if Spirit is complete. Sweet Mother of Peace now bestows her gifts of clarity, peace, and the power to overcome any negative condition. This is already sounding good, y'all. All connected to 211, which is all about clarity, peace, and the power to overcome any negative condition. Just as the beautiful lotus grows from muddied waters, so too shall you arise from confusion, difficult circumstances, and heavy energies into sacred blossoming. Exactly what this day represents. If you feel held back, I'm curious what it's going to say about 411. If you feel held back or slowed down by your circumstances, remember that your soul has the ability to process all experiences and become stronger, not weaker. Through doing so, the oracle indicates healing and a positive prediction for a peaceful future. Okay, I'm going to pause right there for a second. There's a certain music I want to put on. One second. So yeah, this card is really giving like a confirmation or just like the final touch, okay, on what we just talked about. It's confirming everything we just talked about. I'm going to finish reading in 1 second. Okay. Second of the Mahavita, wisdom goddesses, is the goddess Tara, represented by her many colors, just like Joseph with the coat of many colors. Tara manifests in unlimited forms to accomplish whatever task is required to support the spiritual liberation of all beings. Tara can be Maya, gentle, kind, and comforting like the moon. Let's see what Maya means. I think that's another one of her manifestations. Okay. She can be gentle, kind, and comforting like the moon. She can be Urga, Tara, fierce defender against extreme negativities, wrathful and fearsome. Her multiple forms remind us of the unending resourcefulness of the Divine Mother. It is taught that Tara will manifest in whatever form is required. This candle is just going off right now. That means this presence of spirit is here. Her multiple forms remind us of the unending resourcefulness of the Divine Mother. It is taught that Tara will manifest in whatever form is required for the protection of spiritual aspirants. Okay? That's us. She'll become whatever we need, and she became this day 211 for us. Tara is a Divine Mother's enlightened activity. Sometimes we subconsciously switch off from divine assistance by limiting what we think is possible for spiritual energy to influence and manifest. The oracle asks you to challenge such spirit limiting beliefs to empower divine assistance in your life. A Tibetan Buddhist, I probably said that word completely wrong, but a Tibetan Buddhist doctrine teaches that Tara loves us all as her one child. There is significance to this that is freeing. In the realm of ego, we see ourselves and others as either allied or at war. The ego thinks you are either with me or against me. The battle ensues. For the peace-loving heart, there is no joy in such a way of being. It creates anxiety, distress, and fear, which steals the power, love, and hopefulness from the heart. When we acknowledge that Tara loves us all as her one child, rather than as her many children, it gives us permission to receive fully without guilt. It gives us leave to not lose faith if another appears to be unjustly gaining the upper hand, because we can remember in our hearts that we are all loved and treasured equally. No matter what appears to be, there is no such thing as privilege at a spiritual level. We are all in this together, and what happens within one being affects all. We can only grow, heal, and awaken together in entirety. There will be some who have the capacity to move ahead of the curve. They will be supported in doing so, yet they are no more important than those struggling to find the path. This does not mean that those with more advanced capabilities should martyr themselves to the lower frequency of their spiritual brothers and sisters or give up attempting to make individual progress. The more progress we make on our spiritual journey, the more benefit we ultimately bring to the collective, because we are all connected. You cannot choose who will be able to acknowledge and support your spiritual path, nor how the benefits will reach others. Some will be able to receive a direct and immediate benefit. Others will not have that capacity. Yet, even if they and you cannot see how they can benefit as you make progress on your spiritual journey or spiritual path, you can assume it is happening nonetheless. Even in the dark times, y'all, like, this is just spirit coming through. Even when it don't seem like you're progressing spiritually, you are. That's part of the growth. It's not a linear, straightforward ride. Sometimes the ride go backwards, up, down, forward, side to side. But you're always moving forward, despite the bumps. And despite how much you think you are going, backwards. But sometimes it will look like we're moving backwards, okay? Blue Skin Tarot represents the element of spaciousness. Creating space in our lives opens us up to grace. This is a day of opening up space, y'all. You can only receive what you create room for. Blue Tarot reminds us to continually clear the way for grace. That can require letting go of mental clinging and emotional distress and becoming open to positive outcomes, no matter how unlikely or inaccessible they may sometimes seem to be. We do not accomplish this by denying or ignoring thoughts and feelings, but by practicing reassurance and dropping into trust. It is a spiritual art. Sometimes it will be easier to practice than at other times. Yet, in shifting from distrust to trust again and again, we learn the pattern. We learn to drop from our head into our heart. We learn to empower Tara's grace in our lives for the spiritual benefit of all beings. Unlike Kali's wild and free hair, Tara is carefully coiled. This represents her gifts of gently taming the wild spirit and providing us with careful, patient, and loving steps to bring ourselves back to peace and empowerment. If you have been feeling out of control of yourself or situations you have felt incapable of positively influencing, the Oracle of Blue Tarot brings comfort. Chaos will give way to the correct high order of love. Let there be peace in your heart as she looks to her right, gazing toward the future. And the gift of this oracle is a prediction of a peaceful, protected, and authentically expressive future drawing close to you now. You have every right to feel hopeful, happy, and secure in your future destiny unfolding, guys. And this card is like the sun is coming back out. The sun is coming back out. So this is a prayer to Tara. Tara, Sam Soratarini, she who leads us beyond suffering, may your love, wisdom, and grace manifest fully and completely through my heart for the spiritual benefit of all beings. I offer up all my concerns to you now with complete confidence in your swiftness, practicality, resourcefulness, and creative healing genius. With an open and trusting heart, I invite you to manifest as you wish within me and in my life. Jai Ma Tara. Jai Ma. Now place your hands in prayer before your heart. You are now going to form the lotus mudra in front of your heart. You do this by placing the base of your palms, your thumbs, and little fingers touching, while you fan out the rest of your fingers, creating a bowl or lotus shape. Imagine a lotus or bowl being filled with divine nectar pouring in from Tara's heart. And repeat the following short mantra. Am Tara Soham. Am Tara Soham. And this is what it looks like, guys. Okay? In the last portion it says, feel Tara's presence expanding and growing within your heart. As you do so, shining in all directions and through all dimensions for the spiritual benefit of all beings. When you are ready, place your hands in prayer and bow your head. You have completed your healing. It's interesting that she showed up when she's all about the collective. Okay, and this to remind us that today, most of all, the day being 2/11, I want you guys to understand it's all about alignment. It's all about collectiveness. It's all about being one with each other. This is the day that this day has given us more than anything else, was bringing us back into alignment and connectivity again. And that if that's with each other, if that's with your endeavors, if that's with your heart, your passions, you know, Spirit is here to give you that. All right, guys. So thank you so much. I love you. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Thanks so much for tuning into my reading. Okay, for the collective. I really, really hope that you guys will watch another video. Let me know what you think. Please comment. I am curious to see. I'm going to leave this card out because I am going to meditate on this energy all day. Okay. So yeah, so I love you guys. Peace and blessings. Stay blessed. Also, I am giving out private readings. I might not be giving it out at the time that some people are watching this. I don't know what the future holds. But if you are within the year 2023, you can hit me up for a personal reading and we can talk then. All right. So love you guys. I appreciate you and many blessings your way.